Hi guys, it's Kimberly Villasenor. If you don't know me already, I kind of wanted to share, I just came back from Coach Summit and I look like a hot mess. I've been surviving on like 3 to 4 hours sleep every night. I've been crying like so much today, and it's because literally I learned so much, and kind of wanted to share like a few things that I learned, like kind of like my takeaways from the trip. I literally learned that I need to be authentically myself. Not that I haven't been, but I guess I haven't shared that side of myself. And one of the reasons why is I got injured at work in January. And so I stopped working out, and it's affected my life in so many ways. I've battled depression and anxiety. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Since probably high school. And with my weight, like after having my 3 daughters, I literally was at my heaviest weight. Like obviously when I was pregnant with my daughter, my oldest, I gained like 70 pounds. I had hypermeus gravidarum, whatever they call it, where I literally lost 14 pounds in, I think it was 3 days. And the doctor was freaked out and concerned. So guess what? I was vomiting all the time. So when I was actually able to gain the weight, and like, cause I was able to eat, oh boy, did I pack that stuff on. Like I ate myself through everything because I was making up for lost time, right? You know, I lost all that weight. So I thought, this baby needs to be healthy, so I need to eat. But that mentality of like when I was pregnant kind of didn't leave me after. And so I had my next baby. I actually lost a baby. When my oldest daughter was 6 months old, I got pregnant again. And I was so excited, even though they were going to be really close together. I was excited because I loved being a mom, even though pregnancy was so tough for me. I loved being pregnant towards the end when I was able to enjoy it, but I was excited. Like that was an exciting time in my life. And then I lost the baby, and that caused a spiral of depression. So I ate my way because I was so excited, and I shared it with people before I probably should have. And that affected me. So then I think it was about 7 months later, I found myself pregnant with my second daughter. And I now can look at it from the perspective of, if I didn't lose that baby, that I wouldn't have my daughter, my middle daughter now. And so I can look at it now and see that there was a blessing through that heartache that I went through. But I became just this really happy mom, and I wasn't working on myself. And so I ate a lot. And then I got pregnant with my third daughter, and I ended up my heaviest that I'd ever been after I had her. I ended up having to have a hysterectomy when I was 30. So it was like it was 18 months after I had my youngest, and that affected me. I think it kind of like changed my body a little bit, even though I still have my ovaries. It affects you. And so that changed things with me. And then I kind of just became this happy mom. Like I was just so excited to have my babies after I had had my surgery. I could really enjoy my kids because I wasn't in that pain that I was in, that the whole reason I needed the hysterectomy. And so I just was eating. Like my kids wouldn't finish their food, I'd finish their food. And then there became a point that I started losing the weight, and I started feeling better about myself. And I had gotten down to my lowest weight. So I think when I started weight loss journey, I was 185, and then I dropped down to 135, and that was, well, actually 134. That was the lowest I had ever been. But when I got to my lowest, I went through a divorce, and I found myself not wanting to eat at all. So divorce diet, I lost so much weight, and I was getting compliments, and I was going through this really tough time. And so, yeah, I looked great, but I was having people tell me that I looked unhealthy, like because I was getting too skinny. And so I think about that time I started like eating again. And it was after I kind of like healed myself from my divorce. I started getting back in that ugly habit of eating. So I started gaining weight again. And I feel like my journey has been like this roller coaster of like, I'm an emotional eater, 100%. I'm an emotional eater. I think I'm a boredom eater too. Like, I feel like if I'm pretty bored, I'll be like, I'm kind of hungry. But I also am someone that skips meals sometimes, like totally authentic self. I almost every morning, except like on the weekends, when I do like a big breakfast for the kids usually know like it's cereal, toast, whatever, during the week, like easy things that they can make themselves. And my kids have gotten like super awesome and they love cooking. But, I literally don't eat. I don't eat. Like, I drink my coffee, and that honestly fills me up because I am one that just like, I'm dragging butt in the morning. And so I literally just, that's what I do. Is that healthy for me? Absolutely not. And I'm working on myself, and that's something that I'm going to challenge myself to do, is to start eating breakfast in the morning. I love still cut oatmeal. And so that's something that I actually like, I enjoy that a lot, and I can pre-make that, put it in the fridge and have it ready to go. So I have no excuse not to eat it. I can put it in a microwave container that I can literally throw in the microwave and eat that. Sorry, I know this video is like all over the place, but I'm just going to go with it because I'm being authentic, and this is exactly the way my brain is thinking right now. So, because of my like not total like good eating habits, I've gone up and down, but kind of more on the upward thing. Last year, I was on a camping trip with my friends for my birthday, and I saw pictures of myself, and I look at those pictures and I hated myself in those pictures. It was supposed to be this awesome, fun trip because it was my birthday. I was with all my friends, and I look at myself because we were beach camping, and I went, who the heck is that fat chick in those pictures? I literally did not recognize myself. So I talked to my friend that's a coach, and I said, she actually asked me if I wanted to do one of the workouts. She's like, just so you know, I'm doing a workout, so if you want to join me on the beach, let's do it. So I said, yeah, I want to try it. Like, I totally want to try it. So I worked out with her that week. And so I think we did 2 or 3 workouts. I'm forgetting how many days we were there. And I loved it. Like, I felt sore, like I felt challenged, but I loved it. And so I kind of decided after that, she was getting ready to go on a trip, that I wanted to join, and I wanted to be a part of this program. And so I actually asked her about it, and I said, I'm going to sign up with you. Like, I totally want to do this. And so I went ahead and did it. And I decided when I started, I think I bought some stuff, and then I decided to go all in, and I wanted to be a coach. So I signed up in a few days and was a coach as well. And she was like blown away. Like, are you serious? Like, you really want to do this? I'm like, yep, I do. Like, if I'm going to change my life, I need to go all in. So when I did that, I literally I was on fire in the beginning, and I lost 35 pounds in a few months. But then I got injured at work, and I'd get sick, and I kept making all these excuses that I can't do it. I'm hurt, or I'm sick. And legitimately, like, I did have asthma, and there was time that I was working out and I started, like, I literally saw black. Didn't black out, but I literally saw black, and I had to sit down and I had to give myself a moment. There is limitations. I am not saying that, but I should have modified that workout that I was doing. And that's why there's modifications. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You do you. You have to be at the level that you're at right in that moment. And so for me, I've been kind of like watching my own journey and like looking back and saying, okay, I made excuses for stuff that, yeah, maybe I had a really hurt back, or I got injured like on my arm or whatever, but there's things that I still could have done. So I wasn't showing up for myself, and I was making all these excuses, which guess what? When I kept making those excuses, they snowballed. They went one after the other. It was like a little avalanche type thing that happened. And I literally just stopped. And guess what? I'm almost at my biggest weight again. So I'm pretty close. I'm about what, actually, I just weighed myself. I'm 172. I weighed myself, not this morning, but this afternoon. So give or take a pound or two, I'm at least 170. And I'm just throwing that out there. That's truly the weight that I am. And probably for my height, I'm 5'6". I probably should be about 130, 140. Even though I told you that when I was 135, everyone told me it was way too small for me. So maybe 140 is the weight that I should be at. But I actually remember being 138 pounds and feeling super happy and healthy, and I didn't feel like I looked gaunt or anything. So I think my goal right now is to get back to 140, because I think that would be awesome, because I'm not liking seeing the number 170 on the scale right now. It's not making me happy. But I just went to our huge conference, I guess you'd call it, and I literally was on fire. First of all, we had Rachel Hollis speaking, which, oh my gosh, I just love her. And she's just amazing. I've been following her for a while. I love watching her shows in the morning with her husband. Like, it's just so awesome. But the takeaways that I learned from this is that I need to be myself, which I started the video with. I want to be authentically myself. And the other thing is that I'm on a journey to change myself. And one of the things that actually Rachel Hollis said, and I actually have it written on my mirror, is don't compare someone else's middle with your beginning. And I wrote it on my mirror on my closet doors so that I can see that every day. Because so often I literally think that, oh my gosh, look at them. They have a great body. Like, I can't be there. Like, I'm just not good enough. Or even like business wise or relationship wise or whatever it is. I always find myself comparing myself to somebody else. And the thing that I've realized through all of this is I can't do that. I have to be myself, and I have to make myself happy. I can't sit there and be like, well, I need to be like her. That's not what it's about. What it's about is finding that inner self inside of you, that child inside of you. Do the things that make you happy, the things that spark joy, let's say, in your life. Because one of the things that sparks joy in my life that makes me so happy, I love working with kids. I'm actually trying to be a teacher right now. I'm in college. and I work as a paraeducator at my local school district. And those are things that make me happy because I literally love working with kids. And so that's something that I do for myself. I'm my happiest when I'm doing stuff like that. I also realized that I'm my happiest when I'm working out. I have been battling my depression and anxiety, and I've been wondering, like, is something wrong with me? Like, do I need to go to the doctors? Because I am taking sometimes 2 naps a day. Like, I'm not kidding you. And if I'm not working, which I'm doing summer school right now, sometimes I'm sleeping really late. And I'm like, what's going on with me? Like, seriously. Like, is like the doctor even checked? I actually did go to the doctor because I was sick. I had like 3 sicknesses at once. And the doctor checked me for an autoimmune disease. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? I had to go through this weekend or this week and realize that literally my depression is affecting me right now. And, you know, from one of my favorite movies, Legally Blonde, endorphins make you happy. I realized that I am happier when I'm working out. Like, my parents, I came home and I've been crying. That's why my face is a mess right now. I've been like crying because I've been sharing with them what I learned and all the stuff that I feel in this moment coming back from this trip. I can't even express enough. Like, it's lit a fire deep within me to make some massive changes in my life. Like I said, I want to get better with my nutrition because I have all the tools. My company has all the tools. We teach you how to eat properly. And yet I haven't been walking the walk. And then as far as workouts, I've been avoiding them. I got injured. Literally, I've been on workers' comp since January. I've been still working, but like I'm on a workers' comp case. And I got injured by a student and hurt my arm. But guess what? I can still work out. Like, I can still push myself. I can still do those things. I just have to modify. And that's something that I realized. And my doctor, like, I just went to my doctor before I left, and my doctor thinks that I have a torn meniscus. I actually don't think that I do, because I was able to do workouts and I was fine. Not to say that I'm not sore and there's not something going on, but I feel like there's like a knot in my knee. And I think it's lack of working out. Like, I have not been doing those things that fill my bucket and that help me out. I literally just, like I said, I've just changed so much in my thoughts, and now I want to set them to action. So that's why I'm videoing this, because I want to be accountable for what I'm setting out for myself. I want to eat 3 meals a day. I want to be drinking my drinks. That is my dense nutrition that I have. And then I want to be doing my workouts every day. Some of the workouts are 20 minutes. Some of them are 30 minutes. I can choose which one I'm going to do and which one I have time for. And it's all about making time for myself, because I'm a single mom. I have to pour into myself so I can be the best mom for my girls, because that's what they need. They need me to be at my best, not half of myself. They need me, all of me, because I'm what they have. And so I'm just so excited and nervous, but I'm so excited because I literally cannot wait to see the changes that happen from doing this. And I will literally share my before pictures and my after pictures. Because guess what? I'm going to be authentic. And I don't care if you guys know my weight. I don't care. Because you know what? It's not going to be that way for long. I'm going to change that. And I know that I'm going to continue to be happier and healthier by doing those workouts, because that's what I need for me. So I just wanted to share this because I need some accountability friends. And if anybody wants to be part of my accountability or just cheer me on, I would absolutely love that, because what's better than having a bunch of cheerleaders that are going to help you like push through those hard days that you really need somebody. So that's what I'm looking for. All right, well, I hope you guys all have a great day, and feel free to comment. Bye.